Hello, hello. Welcome to our open mic night. We are thrilled to be here with you tonight. We're going to have Miss Phyllis coming on in just a moment with us. So, hello and welcome as you're tuning in, whether you're watching the live or the replay. Make sure you say hello. We love to make sure that we check in with all of our guests checking us out. And let us know where you're tuning in from. The other thing that's super important is to tag your stylist that invited you. We love to know who is hanging out with us tonight. So hello and welcome. We are gonna get started in just a second. We're gonna bring Miss Phyllis on here. And we have got some fun Q&A to hang out with you tonight. If you have questions, make sure you have them ready. We're going to be giving away some fun jewelry tonight. So hello, welcome everybody. We are just going to get ready to hop on here. Hello, hey Audrey, how are you? Welcome everybody. All right, open mic night is starting in just a moment. We're gonna get all of our technology straight here and get rocking and rolling. Okay, let us know as you're hopping on where you're tuning in from. And we're gonna get rocking and rolling. All right. Just waiting for Miss Phyllis to say hello, and then we're gonna bring her on camera with us tonight. Hey Bianca, how are you? Welcome. Hello. All right. Hi everybody. Hey Melinda, how are you? I am glad to see everybody hopping on. Make sure that you say hello as you're hopping on. Make sure you let us know where you're tuning in from. And we're gonna have Miss Phyllis coming on with us in just a moment. Okay, here we go. All right, yay!
Woo-hoo! This is so awesome. I did it. Now I just got to get this phone to stay in place, and we are ready to rock and roll. I don't want my fingers all over the camera all night long, so I've got it started. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, I see Sasha's here, Lisa, Anita from Chicago.
I know, so good. And Texas,
Isn't that awesome?
Texas represented.
Okay, all right. All right, Deborah Mitchell-Frazier from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
We're getting coast to coast. We need some West Coasters here. Where are my West Coast friends?
It's early in the day out there.
It is.
They're still busy.
Shining.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to be doing this with you, Jennifer. Thank you so much for helping me with all the technology stuff.
Oh my goodness. You know what? We're a team, and that's just what we do. We help each other.
You know what? And that's worth talking about just a second while we're waiting for some more people to get on here. I'm telling you, you have been such an angel in my life. I tell people all the time, especially women my age who say, girl, I don't know all that stuff. I'm like, join the team. They will teach you all that stuff.
We'll keep you right up to date and current.
Yep.
And help you and hold your hand along the way.
Hold my hand the whole time. Hey, I see Bianca Wood is here from Clinton, Maryland.
Yay.
Linda's here from New York. Kim, hey Kim.
So exciting. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. So today, I'm sorry, I got to move this little thing out the way here. Today, I learned how to update Facebook. I learned, and you said something on the test video. You said, oh, what's the green? I was saying, oh, it says I'm here. It says I can do it.
See, you just have to practice and it just happens and you get
That's
it.
Right.
Hey,
That's
Shauna.
right. Hey, Shauna.
So good. Yeah, I love seeing everybody hopping on.
Look what I have on. I didn't get my sparkle box. The mailman finally came, but mine didn't come yet.
Oh
I'm
my
excited.
goodness.
I know
It's
it'll be
coming.
here soon.
It's coming. I'll tell you that mine did come today.
I
And
know.
I snuck a peek, and it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I know it is. We love the sparkle box. I love these earrings. I was going to put the necklace on with it, but I thought, okay, just keep it simple, Phyllis. Just keep it simple.
Just keep it simple with Zeus. Liquid gold.
That's right. That's
Love
right.
it.
That's right.
So good.
Okay. So we're going to wait for a few more minutes. So you tell me when we're ready to get started.
I think let's go for it. Let's get
Let's
started.
go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So anyone who is catching this on the replay, they can let us know they saw it on the replay by hitting #replay. Remember when we first started and I used to say £? You all
Oh
even
my
taught
gosh.
me the new language. I even learned the language here being a part of Parklane with you guys. I love it so much. Okay, so look, I'm Phyllis Cumberlander. I'm in Washington, D.C. I'm the Senior Division Manager with Parklane Jewelry, and I've been here for 8 years. I can't believe I'm saying 8 years. Where did
Wow.
time go? And I'm
Flies.
bringing with me today my good friend, Jennifer Ewert. Jennifer,
Hi,
you want to introduce
everybody.
yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jen Ewert, and I'm from California. So we've got coast to coast going on here tonight, which I love. And I am also a senior division with Parklane, and I have been here for 5 years.
And I am so glad that I got to work with you and that we have become not just business partners, but we're good friends. We've been around the world together. We'll talk about that in a little while.
We have been, indeed.
Okay. So I'm going to welcome everybody who's watching. I want to welcome those of you who are here for the very first time, and those of you who've been here and you want to hear this over and over again, because the more you hear it, the more it becomes reality in your life, because that's the way it works. Again, I'm going to welcome all of you and get started right now. I want to thank you for getting on here with us this afternoon for this opportunity chat. It's also a business chat. We're going to talk about a few things today, and you'll have an opportunity to ask questions. If you'd like to ask some questions, let's put them in the chat, and we're going to get to your questions as we move along. We're going to have a casual conversation about what it's like to be a stylist with Parklane. It's going to be in an interview format, so you'll like it. We're going to have fun. Every guest this evening is going to get tickets if you ask questions, because we're going to be giving away some gifts after this is all over. All right? So I'm going to introduce you to Jennifer, and Jennifer's going to tell you a little bit about how she got started. I'm going to just say this. I really love that I got to do this with Jennifer, because I love recruiting new women, and I love Jennifer's story. I'm not going to tell you any of her story. I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer right now.
All right. Well, I got started 5 years ago. I mentioned that. But the crazy thing about my story is that I didn't have any direct sales experience whatsoever. The other crazy thing is that I started when I had a 3-month-old baby and a 2.5-year-old. So talk about a crazy time in life. That was really hard, really busy time of having a newborn. And also, let's throw in that I was also working full time. So 3 really hard things, all happening all at once. I'm also married. My husband and I have been married for 10 years now, and we were looking for just an extra stream of income at that point in our lives. Being young parents, we were looking for a way to pay off my student loans. We had just purchased a car, and so we wanted to get that paid off. And then also just have extra stream of income coming in to do fun family things, to be able to say yes to our kids, to do fun family vacations, and yeah, just be able to say yes to the kids. That was important for us. And then a long-term dream of mine is that I would be able to stay home with the kids eventually. But at that point, I was doing Parklane alongside my full-time job. I worked in politics, which was a high-stressed, detail-oriented job. It was 24 hours a day, essentially. I was always on call. And so how I could fit Parklane into that was important for me. The other thing that was really important for me is I wanted to be able to make the most amount of money for the least amount of overall time spent. And so I looked at different compensation plans from other companies, and Parklane was unmatched. You couldn't beat it. And so, as my husband is the numbers man, he really looked at that. We talked about it. We went back and forth. And so we just kind of decided, you know what? I don't have anything to lose. I'm not going to lose anything by trying something new. And so that's what I did. So I jumped in and I tried it. And I am here to say I have not looked back for a moment in all of the experiences that I've had with Parklane. So started with zero experience, but I know that that's not everybody's story. And I know that Parklane has something that's really special that they offer that Phyllis was able to take advantage of. So what does that look like for you, Phyllis, and how you started here at Parklane?
You know what? When I started with Parklane, it was so out of the blue for me. I wasn't looking for anything to do at the time. I had been in direct sales, and I'm glad that you talked about that, Jennifer, because I was a young woman when I started doing direct sales over 30 years ago. I know I'm only 45. I started when I was 15.
I know.
But I started when I was very young. I started when I was very young. And just like you, I was looking for another stream of income. I was a single parent and I needed to have an extra income, but I didn't want to leave my kid at home and go to a second job after a full-time job in politics and in law firms. So I worked for many years in direct sales and I built a reputation for myself. I really enjoyed it. I loved empowering other women and teaching people how to do the things that I was doing at the time, different businesses that I was in. But the company that I was in, it's really funny how, things change in life, everything changes. I was working with photos and that was before cell phones. Nobody was taking pictures with their cell phones then. When cell phones became popular and everybody started storing their pictures on their phones, my company went away. And I decided that I really had long enough. I'd done it quite a long time. So I was tired of doing it. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was working in a law firm. I was tired of doing that too. But I knew I couldn't retire. It wasn't time for me to retire according to their rules. And I got this phone call out of the clear blue from Parklane. They asked me to come and talk to them about an opportunity. And I'd done, like I said, so many different companies before. When I heard this comp plan, I knew I needed to give this a try. The big surprise for me was 3 months later, I knew that I could walk away from that corporate job and do this full time with the kind of money Parklane was willing to pay. I always like to say this, that with Parklane, if you want more money, you can make more money. I love that about Parklane. It's just the best. So that's how I ended up here. And that's why I'm still here. 8 years here. I've been retired for 8 years. And I was 6 years away from retirement. Just think, if I'd had to stay on that job, I'd only have 2 years at home. So yeah, that's what happened for me. And that leads me to talk a little bit about, and I know this is a little bit off script, but we can come back to that, how Parklane rewards us for past experience. So if you're somebody seeing this for the first time and you've done another direct sales job, you might want to check us out right here in the Check Us Out group. Make a note of that. Make a note of that. So that's my story, how I got here. We should probably talk a little bit about who we are as a company. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. One of the things, as I mentioned, researching different companies, something that stood out to me about Parklane is that it's not a new company. We've been around in business for over 65 years. That says a lot about the longevity of a company and the things that they've been through just throughout those 65 years. Lots of things in the world that they've had to navigate, and recessions aren't new to them. They've been through a lot of things as a company, and they're a debt-free, cash-rich company, which was very attractive to me because I knew that meant stability. The other thing that I loved about Parklane, or I do love about Parklane, is that they're a family-owned business. And you feel that family-owned business through and through when you become a stylist at Parklane. And so Parklane was started by Arthur and Shirley Levine. Y'all, they were young when they got started. Talking about young, they were 16 and 19 when they started Parklane, and wise beyond their years as they really talk to investors about what kind of a company they should start, what would be a company that could have that longevity. And jewelry was what was put in front of them, what was told to them. This would be something that would be a great thing to invest in. And so that's what they did. And so not only did Arthur and Shirley give us an amazing foundational start, but we also have been able to pass that on to the next generation of family members that are running Parklane now. And even that again is that there are grandchildren and great-grandchildren of Arthur and Shirley that are also have key roles here in the company at Parklane. And so that again just shows for me personally the longevity of the company, and I appreciate that so much. The other great thing that is so impressive to me is that something that was started by Arthur and Shirley that has still rings true today is that they only take 2% of the profits that come in to Parklane. 2%. Now, to put that into a little bit of perspective, a normal company, a corporation, takes 20 to 30% of profits back for themselves. So 2% is what is taken by Parklane. And what that means for us is that those profits are turned around and given to our hostesses, our customers, and us as stylists to be able to have those amazing, generous rewards that we get to offer.
That's right, Jennifer. That is exactly what I heard when I came to my interview here at Parklane. The things they do for us and the way they are so selfless. You know, they're a very wealthy company, and they could very easily turn this over and have a big old corporate office, but they're hands-on. They're right there in our face every day. We hear from them, we see them, we communicate with them personally as a family. And that is really different in any business. I'm like, you can look at me and see the gray hair. I've been around for a while. I've been with a lot of companies. I've never met any company like this one before. I absolutely love it. And you explained it so wonderfully. Thank you. So why do you think so many people try Parklane? Because, you know, people, I can go in the mall and come home, or go, I won't say the mall. Let me see, what's the last place I went? The last picnic I went to, I came home with almost no jewelry. People absolutely love Parklane jewelry. Talk about our product a little bit.
Yeah, our product is amazing. First of all, who doesn't love jewelry? And second of all, did you know that jewelry is the #1 gift given by men to women? And in general, it is the top 3 gift given, okay? So there's flowers, there's chocolate, and then there's jewelry. Y'all, I take jewelry any day of the week other than chocolate and flowers. And so that is one reason why people love our product, is because the jewelry speaks for itself. Talking about speaking for yourself, when we go out in public, we are advertising our product. We're advertising what we do. Jewelry is the #1 conversation starter. So when someone compliments me on my beautiful Preston necklace, I can let them know that I earned this for free. I got this for free last month just for sharing jewelry with other women. And that's so important to be able to advertise and have conversations out in public very easily. It just becomes a natural conversation. Phyllis is showing her beautiful Foxy bracelet so nicely right now. another amazing conversation starter of something that she earned for free just for sharing the jewelry. So I love that about our product, that we get to just advertise it so freely. The other thing is that we're constantly getting new jewelry every single month, sometimes several times a month. We're getting new jewelry to be able to share, and that keeps people coming back to check out to see, oh my goodness, let me see what Parklane has. Oh my goodness, Phyllis is showing another free piece of jewelry that she got, something new that Parklane has. And so that's really important to be able to offer to our customers, to have them to keep coming back as well. We also have new wonderful collections that come out twice a year, which is so helpful. Our guarantee is amazing, and that helps people trust our product. And when we trust our product, people will be more apt to come back and to shop with us. And it helps us as stylists know that we can stand behind our product because of the great guarantee that we get to offer to our customers. The other thing is no inventory. This was something that I definitely looked into when I was looking into several different companies, is that I did not want to have to guess what people liked. I didn't want to have inventory, people coming over to my house to shop in my house, to pick, what type of shade of lipstick they might like or not like, and then be left with colors that people might not choose. We don't have that. We don't have to have inventory. The samples that we get are samples. And so the great thing about that is that all of our products are shipped directly to our customers. We don't have to worry about shipping things out, or sorting things and making sure that, Sally got the right necklace and Susie got the right earrings. Parklane does that for us, and I am so grateful, because that means that I can spend more time being a mom and a wife and a friend, and those are all really good things. So those are just a few highlights of our product.
And that's just so amazing. That is really amazing. People ask me all the time when I'm out doing shows, especially when I ask a hostess if she would like to do a show, and she says, "Is all the jewelry going to come to me?" No, you don't have to do anything. You really don't have to do any work. And that is just a wonderful thing. We go out, we do our shows, or we sit right here in our chairs in front of the camera, and do a show. And when you close the show is closed. You're on to the next thing. I love what you said too, Jennifer, about not having to have inventory and not guessing. I used to work for a company, and I would have to order all the products in advance. And sure enough, someone would ask for the one color that I didn't get.
Of course.
Or they'd sell us this green and get these greens, and I'd buy 5 greens, and no one ordered a green. And at the end of the season, I ended up with all these green books. So yeah, I mean, it's just really perfect that this is a very personalized opportunity. You get to pick exactly what you want. And then you talked about the guarantee. If you get it and you decide it's just not perfect for you, we can work that out too. We'll exchange it and get what is perfect for you. It's really, really good. So as a stylist, we talked a lot about what we do, but let's talk about how Parklane makes it so easy for us to be successful at our business, because we have marvelous programs. I love how easy it is to be a success here at Parklane.
Absolutely. Like I said, I started with 0 direct sales experience 5 years ago. And Parklane has made it so easy to follow the programs and offer what they have available to us. I'm sure that lots of you watching have taken advantage of our 2 and 4 customer sale. That makes people want to shop with us when we are able to offer sales. I don't know about you, but I definitely have shopped with other direct sales companies. I love to support other companies. But sometimes I forget how spoiled I am with being able to offer such an incredible sale. I love a sale. I hardly ever buy things that are not on sale. And
Right.
so I love that we get to offer a sale every single day to
Mhm.
our customers. And sometimes we even get to offer more than that when Parklane runs extra special bonuses. So that is amazing. I'm sure that lots of you have also taken advantage of our Hostess Rewards.
Oh my goodness.
Let's take a deep breath for that. On average, our hostesses receive over $400 in free and discounted jewelry. That's amazing. That is absolutely incredible. So, that is another great way to make it very easy and attractive for people to want to host style parties with us. That we can give them $400 in free and discounted jewelry. That's
That's a
amazing.
lot. That's pretty
um,
amazing.
yeah, so those are just a couple of things. And then not to mention all of the amazing things that we get as stylists too, but I think we're going to head in that direction.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so as stylists, we get tons and tons of rewards just for doing the work. What do we make? We get to earn about 800 or more
Yeah.
dollars worth of jewelry every month. We have all kinds of incentive programs. The Rich Rewards programs is phenomenal. And it's really easy to do if you just set your mind to it. And you know what? I'm going to pause right here and talk about how we do before you even talk about how you get to earn all of that, because women oftentimes have the question, they want to know, well, they say things like, well, you know how to do this. I didn't know how to do this. I was a crafty girl and I sold paper products and scissors and I made a mess. I loved what I did. So I had to learn this. And guess what? I'm on the best team in the company to learn it. We have all kinds of training here. Do you want to talk about some of the training that we get? We have it
Oh
here
my
on our
goodness.
talk about it.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite parts about starting without any experience is that you truly get to learn from the best of the best here at Parklane. And all of our leader team is going to partner with you to help you to be successful. We're going to give you the tools and walk with you to be successful here. We
Yes.
have one-on-one trainings that we offer. We have video trainings that we offer. We have weekly and monthly trainings that you can choose to be a part of. So you really get to be the driver of your business to decide what you want to do with it and how you want to be successful here. So what training opportunities you take advantage of, that is your choice. But let me just tell you, the sky, maybe not even the sky, is truly the limit. I think that Phyllis mentioned this a while ago. You get to name your price. What do you want to make here at Parklane? What are your goals? Whatever those are, we're going to work with you. We, as a leader team, are going to partner with you to help you find your success here at Parklane.
That's so wonderful. And you know what? We're not just talking. This is not just fluff. We have both experienced this
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. I never dreamed that I would have the level of success that I've had in this business. I never
No.
dreamed that that would happen. I thought, I'm going to give it a try. I'll see what happens. And I'll be honest, and I'm sure there's somebody out there listening to us. I have signed up with companies because I like the product and I just want it for myself. So that was my idea. I said, okay, if it doesn't work, at least I'm going to have some beautiful jewelry. But here I
Mm-hmm.
am 8 years later on a video with Jennifer, who's in California. I'm in DC, and we're
Mm-hmm.
here to tell you how you can do this just like us. It is an amazing opportunity. So, Jennifer, I hear so much passion from you when I hear you talk about your business. And, I've cheered you across the stage, I've cheered you on the Zooms, you've hit #1. It's just an incredible time in your life. And it's so exciting to hear you and see you and watch you grow your
Mm-hmm.
business. Can you share with us why you personally love this company so much?
Well, thank you so much. That was all so sweet of you to say. Um, but I think that I alluded in the very beginning that my dream was to stay at home with my kids. That was my dream. And I can tell you that about, at the beginning of this year, I was able to confidently walk away from my full-time job and say, you know what? My kids need me. They need me right now in this season, and I know that I can do Parklane full-time. And I will tell you that as of July, I had met and not overcome, made more than my other full-time job here at Parklane. And so
Amazing.
that was something that I was like, yeah, like I did it. Like I made my dream come true to be able to stay home and have a flexible schedule for my kids and still make a full-time income. And I will just tell you that even today, I'll tell you a little snippet of my day. As after I dropped off the kids from school, I was running some errands and I had a flat tire in my car. And so I got to sit there in that moment and I got to choose joy in a moment of frustration to say, I get to be flexible. I get to have, I don't have to call a boss and say, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late from work. Or,
Right.
oh my gosh, this has just ruined my entire day. No. I got to choose joy that I had a flexible schedule to say, okay, we're just going to adjust things a little bit. Thankfully, I was right by a Starbucks. So I could go get some coffee and take a deep breath, evaluate the situation, and take care of it and move on with life. And so that, for me, is why I'm so grateful for Parklane, is that I get to be there for my kids. I get to take them and pick them up from school. I get to, stop by my husband's work and take him coffee. I get to just do fun things to be flexible for our life and the lifestyle that we are choosing to build for our family. So that is one reason. I'm going to tell you one more reason. And
Okay.
that is the opportunity to get to travel around the world with Parklane. Now, my husband and I are pretty young, and as you know, we have young children. It would never have been on our bucket list at this stage of our life to be able to travel to places like Switzerland, St. Martin, an all-inclusive, amazing Caribbean location, Cozumel, a cruise, so many. Like, there are just so many opportunities that we got to take to invest in ourselves, our marriage. Yes. That would have never been on the table for us if it wouldn't have been for Parklane and giving us the opportunity to earn those incentives and take those trips into travel. So those are my two favorite things about Parklane. What about you, Phyllis? I'm curious about the magic that you've been able to experience with Parklane.
Wow. Well, you heard a little bit about it right from the very beginning, how I was able to walk away from the corporate world. I think all of us at my age level or at near retirement are just about finished. Everybody's counting down at the end. It's time to go. And when Parklane came along, I really didn't know that I was going to retire to do this. I thought, okay, maybe this will add a little spice to my life because it was pretty boring at that point. I have no children at home and I don't have a boring life, but work was boring. I'll put it that way. At any rate, the first thing that happened for me was to be able to make the decision to walk away early, to come home and not have to be concerned about what money I was leaving on the table with retirement because I knew I could make money here. So that was really exciting. And the first trip I took, oh my goodness, it didn't dawn on me until I was on the trip. And I went to Disney that year. I went to Disney and I'm sitting under the big tent and I'm playing with the lion in Lion King. And all of a sudden I'm in tears, like, oh my God, this is my kindergarten dream come true. Parklane makes dreams come true. I couldn't believe that I was there, and I thought I'd never be there. I thought that dream was way gone. Never ever thought that day would come around. You know, my kids, my childhood was a good childhood, but my parents were not able to take me to the West Coast, to Disneyland. There was no such thing as Disney World back then, and I just never thought about going. When I realized that Parklane was making dreams come true, I really kind of put my foot in it, decided that I'm really going for it. The second thing, and you know, I could tell you lots of different things, but one of the things that has really been important to me is the new relationships. I had just lost my best friend when I came here. We went to kindergarten together, and we were going to celebrate our big birthday together, and she passed away from cancer. And I knew I needed some way to fill that void. And so the women in my life, especially those women on my team, really helped to fill that void for me. The friendships. When I see the light come on in somebody's eye, or when they call me and say, I just got paid. I can't believe my paycheck. Oh, it just every time, it never gets old to me. I love that about this. I love that I'm able to share what I've learned and help another woman do exactly the same thing. You know, and I'm always looking for the next woman to do that with. I like my new car. You know, I never ever had, you know, I've always driven nice cars, but I never thought about owning a Mercedes. That wasn't a big deal to me. It's a big deal now. Park Lane pays my car payment. And you know what? I almost feel like I have to go out for a ride every day because
I love that.
it's so nice. It's just so nice to have the kind of incentives that we get here. And there, I mean, it's not like some other companies I know when you get to drive the car if you do the work. If you happen to have a life situation and you can't do your job at a lot of companies, they take away your title, they take away your car. Park Lane doesn't do that. And they never take away our titles. We get to come back, we get to go away and deal with life and come back just where we left off. So, you know, there's so many things. I think my number one thing is meeting all of you. You know, you all have made a difference in my life. And I probably don't get to say that often enough to people, but I know that you all came just for me. You know, it was just for me. I needed just what I'm getting here. It's much more than jewelry. It's much more than money. It's such a wonderful community of people. We are very lucky to be here together, to be a part of the Levine family, because they are very special. And that's what makes it all work. You know, they say the oil flows from the top. So, you know, I don't know. I could go on and on about that. We don't want to take up everybody's time all night long. So how do people get started?
Oh my goodness. So the easiest way to get started is to go ahead and let the stylist know that invited you, or if you're not sure who that is, you can comment here or message Phyllis and I, and we'll help you to figure that out. But what you're going to do is you are going to just book a style party, just a regular style party with your stylist. It's as simple as that. And then after you have that style party, your stylist is going to let you know what your paycheck is going to be, all the host rewards that you're going to be able to get, plus an additional $500 in jewelry of your choice that you're going to be able to choose for your kit for just $99. So that's all you're going to do is you are going to reach out to your stylist, let them know that you would like to book a decider show. You're going to decide after that party if this is something that sounds like a good idea for you. Then we're going to proceed on and help you with all those trainings that we just talked about, all the fun stuff, and get you going. If at the end of that party you're like, you know what, maybe this isn't quite right for me, I'm going to hold off. That's okay. You could decide that too. But you're still going to get all of the amazing hostess rewards that we get to offer you as well. And then your stylist will proceed on from there. So it's as simple as that. I did just want to mention too that right now is such an amazing time to be able to try out Parklane, because maybe you're just looking for some holiday income. Maybe you would love to have a debt-free Christmas. Maybe you don't want to charge your gifts this season on your credit card. You want to pay cash for all of those gifts. You can do that. We can help you to have a few style parties to be able to get the income that you want to cover the gifts that you want to purchase. And then from there, you could even decide, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and continue this on into 2022. And you can continue on as a stylist, or maybe you just want to do it until the end of the year, and that's okay too. You get to decide. You're the boss. And so we're just going to come alongside you and help you with whatever it is that you want to do with your income during this holiday season. Maybe you want to do something extra. Maybe there's a gift that you really have been dreaming about that you would love to get somebody, maybe yourself, but it's just not in the cards financially. It could be. It could be. And we would love to make that dream a reality for you.
Yes,
so
that's right. Think about it. Think about it. Give it a try. Jennifer mentioned it. And just as a special bonus as we close out this evening, anyone who reaches out or messages the person that invited them and sets up a grand opening party or a decider show, you're going to get an extra $100 in free jewelry. Just message the person who invited you here, or put it in the comments here and we'll reach out to you. We want to take this opportunity to thank you for taking the time to be here with us. And we are really looking forward to having you here. We want to hear you say, oh, we heard your video and we couldn't help but join. So go ahead and do it. Give it a try. The worst thing that can happen, ladies, if you decide it's not for you, well, you just have to keep all that free jewelry that you get at your decider show.
Bummer.
What a bummer. Thanks, Jennifer. It is so much fun to be here with you this evening. I'm glad everything worked out just fine. Thank you for teaching me how to do this. Now I can do this.
Absolutely. Now you're a professional.
Now I'm a pro. All right. Have a good evening.
Bye, ladies.
Bye-bye.